Okay, so I'm sitting inside of a 2018 Honda HRV. This is the EXL model with navigation, and this happens to be an all-wheel drive model. So I'm going to walk you through some features and benefits of the car. Let's start over on the door. So over here, you will notice that you do have an auto up-down window on your driver's side door. And this is regular. Then you can see right here, I've got my door locks, my window locks, and then my mirror control, so left and right, and then the pad to send it where I need to. Down here, you're going to notice a couple buttons. So you can see the econ button. To improve gas mileage of the car, I press that, and what it's going to do is shut down some of the electrical systems in the front end of the car, affecting things like the AC unit and the accelerator. Anytime I turn this on and off, I'll show you up here, you're going to see a green leaf come on and up there, so that's what that is. My tire pressure monitoring system is connected to this button. It's a reset button, so that's what this is. And then right here, you can see a car with a little squiggly line. What that is that's vehicle stability assist. It works with your traction control. So if I lose power on one side, it transfers traction to the other. It's always on unless you press it and hold it down to turn it off. Only time you'd ever want to turn this off is if you wanted to spin your tires. Let's say you're stuck in the mud or something like that. So pop this open. You can see down here, I do have my gas popper, and then I've got my hood right there, and then up under the dash, I'll point this out too if you can see it, there is a clip right here that you can pop. This clip is actually what adjusts the steering wheel, so it's adjustable. You know, you're up and down, you're in and out, all that business, and then you lock it back in place. So that's what's going on right there. All right, so onto the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and keep doing stuff. The first button I'll show you right here is this one. This is just a quick jump. It jumps between navigation, Bluetooth, and of course audio. So you can see when I'm toggling through it, I've got navigation, I've got Bluetooth, I've got audio. So just depending on what I want pulled up, that's what's going on here. The plus and minus over here is going to be for your volume control. Left and right is the switch between favorite songs, or excuse me, favorite stations. Jump tracks if you have something like a CD playing, or if you had something in the USB hooked up. Source is going to switch between FM, AM, USB, you know, whatever you got connected up to the car. This is what's going to toggle through all those different ones. And then this is going to be my quick menu for depending on what I have open. So like right now I have the GPS pulled open. If I hit that, you're going to see this pop up. If I switch over to, let's say, my audio, right, so now I've got audio going. Well, let me turn it on here. And then I hit my menu button. Now you're gonna see the menu for that pop up. So that's what's going on there. So, and then I can toggle through with the plus and minus and everything here. So let's jump out of that menu and turn the volume down to this. My Bluetooth controls are down here. So you can see to answer a phone call, to hang up a phone call, and to go back, or use voice commands for call so-and-so, that sort of thing. Jumping over here, you do have your cruise controls. You always want to press the cruise main button here. That'll essentially get it ready. You'll see a green light come on up there letting you know it's on, and then it's essentially ready to be armed. So that's how this works right here. Set, you know, change the speed plus, minus will decrease the speed, and then cancel completely out of it. So that's what's going on the steering wheel. It does have paddle shifters, so you can see them. They're hidden right back here in case I want to adjust myself. And then I do have auto on-off lights I can set. So if the hash is set to the auto, it's on. And then my fog light controls are right here. So that's how this works. I'm gonna leave that on auto. While I'm touching this, you can see a button right there on the tip. If I press the right blinker on, it's gonna fire on a camera that's over off the right side of the car. Let me turn these off so you can see a little bit better. So you can see red line is the end of my car, red to orange is the car length, and then orange to the far orange line is another car length. So that's what's going on there. Don't have to turn my blinker on to turn this camera on. There's actually a button on the tip of the blinker stock I can press, and that will turn that camera on. So that's what's going on there, guys. So I can turn it on and off whenever I want. Windshield wipers are on the other side, so you can see if I move the entire stock, it's going to affect the windshield wipers up front. If I do just the tip, it's going to do the windshield wiper on the back, and then it's intermittent, so I can affect the speed from right here. So that's what's going on there. Jump over down here to the AC just so I can walk you through a couple things. This car does have heated seats. You can see I have them on right now. My volume, my AC controls are right here, so hot and cold. You can see I can touch it. And then obviously my fan speed is over here. So that's what's going on right here. And then you can see all my settings down here, whether I want it on auto, I want just a fan on or off, or just however I want to set it up. Pretty standard stuff as far as an AC unit. It's just digitally displayed, so that's what's going on here, just so you can see it. Up on the touchscreen. Okay, so I'm gonna start you from the home screen just so you can get an idea for what's going on here. So this is essentially the home screen you'll see if you purchase this car or thinking about it. The navigation is set up right here. That's through Garmin. So super simple to use. I can pinch, I can move stuff around. It's exactly what you'd expect out of a navigation press menu, and that'll bring up all my different ways to search. So you've got a couple different things going on here as far as that goes. So just be aware, lots of different options here. I'm gonna jump back out of that. Go next, Bluetooth. So I can touch this to connect a phone up. Once my phone's connected, it'll give me all the options: receive phone calls, text, emails, that sort of thing. And this will just prompt you through it.
Next thing, information. So from here, I can do a couple things. I can have tripometer information pulled up here. If I want to switch over, I can see traffic incidents that are around me, clock wallpaper. So if I just wanted to switch out of this and go to just a screensaver, I can do that, and I can put my own picture right here if I wanted to. So just be aware of that. So that's what's going on there. Let's jump back out of this. Audio-wise, let's show you all your options that you got audio-wise in this vehicle. So I'm going to touch the source button right here. I've got FM, AM. The car comes with 90 days of satellite radio. I do have a single disc CD player. USB, I do have an iPod input, so through the USB. It is Pandora compatible. However, if you're using it, it will lock up your phone. So I like to use the Bluetooth symbol when I'm listening to Pandora off my phone. That way I have access to everything on my phone still. Same thing if you have Spotify, you can use Bluetooth, so you don't have to use Pandora. And then you do have an HDMI input that you can plug into and actually mirror whatever's on your phone on the screen. Mind you, it does have to be in park, so you could pull up Netflix, but you wouldn't be able to be driving and do it, so just be aware of that. So that's all my audio options. Let's jump back over here to settings, some different stuff in here. So you can see clock if I want to change it, my phone as far as connecting up multiple phones. Cameras, this is like turning your guidelines on and like the hash marks you saw earlier in the camera. Navigation if I want to look at commands and different things like that. Audio, Bluetooth, and the system controls. This is, going to be some general stuff for beeps and, prompts and things I might want to mess with. So that's what's going on there. So that's the touchscreen. Honda Link just allows you to connect to your car, get maintenance reminders, weather, things in the area, stuff like that. So pretty simple stuff. You just have to set up an account with them. That's name and an email kind of deal. Down here, a couple buttons that a lot of people don't know much about. First is the parking brake. It's electronic. To use it, I put my foot on the brake. I pull up on the trigger to set it. When I do that, you're going to see park come on up there. So you can see that red just turned off and it just turned back on. So that's what's going on there. On the brake hold button, this button is set up to where if I'm in stop and go traffic and I have the car in drive, so let's say I'm in drive and I have that button on, mind you, I have to have my, I would press the button, that would get it ready. However, I do have to have my seatbelt on, which I'm not wearing one right now. When I come to a complete stop, it'll hold the car. It'll brake the car while I'm in drive. So it's just nice if you're in stop and go traffic, not have to keep gas brake, and stuff like that. So cool feature. It's just kind of one of those convenience things. AC, I like in this car because it has super big vents over here on the passenger side. So if you got a passenger with you, they're going to stay nice and cool or hot. It does have an auto dimming mirror. I do have a moonroof that I can open, close, or crack. So just be aware of that. And then back here, I've actually got this, let me just turn this on right now if I can. I do have one of the seats flipped down, so you can see that. And then I have one of the seats actually flipped up, so you can see all the extra space that I have there right now. So it's kind of cool. If you needed to load up like a TV, potted plants, a dog, you could lift the seats up and have the dog in the back with you, or you could fold them completely down if you wanted to have something laying flat, like a big picture frame or anything like that. And then to undo it, let's see if I can do it from here. I just pop this and then it plops back down into the regular seat. And then if I wanted to fold the seat down, I would just grab the corner and pull it down too. So great car, great for space, a little bit smaller and a lot more affordable than the CRV, so that's why a lot of people like it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can always call me 512-443-4300. You can always comment on the YouTube video or email me at jfuller, that's the letter J, and then Fuller, at howdyhonda.com. Thank you much.